Good day, learners. I am going to discuss determinant of matrix in this video. I'll be starting with determinant of matrix for the form of 2 by 2. 2 by 2 matrix. A 2 by 2 matrix is a matrix with elements, with just 2 elements on a row and 2 elements on a column. So it's a square matrix. When you look at the structure of the matrix I cited as example, the matrix containing A1, A subscript 1, 1, A subscript 1, 2, A subscript 2, 1, A subscript 2, 2, you realize that the structure of the matrix is a square matrix. So when you have a matrix with equal number of elements on the rows and columns, you call them a square matrix. Examples of square matrix are matrices of the form 2 by 2, 3 by 3, 4 by 4, 5 by 4, and so on, 5 by 5, and so on. So we'll be starting with the determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix. So you have seen the form, you've seen what a 2 by 2 matrix looks like. 2 by 2 matrix, you can see A1, A1 2, A2 1, A2 2. So it's of square form. It's a 2 by 2 matrix because there are 2 elements on the row and 2 elements on the columns. So if you have to find the determinant of a matrix, the determinant of a matrix is given as stated below. So the A1 you see there, A11 means that element, that A11 element is on the first row, and also, it means the element is on the A11 means the element is on the first row. The first one means first row, then the second one means first column. Then for the second element, which is A12, it means the element is on the first row but the second column. So like that, the first subscript you have is your row, the second subscript is your column. So what I mean by that is this: when you have A subscript 1, 2, the first number here is the row in which the element is falling, and the second number is the column in which the element is falling. Alright, so that is that for that. Let's be very fast with it. So the numbering isn't an issue at all. I just want you to get familiar with it because you might come across things like this in the textbook. Okay, so determinant of such matrix, the symbol for determinant is a straight line like this, which we can refer to as I think magnitude in further mathematics, the symbol for magnitude, and as well as the symbol for absolute value. So you have a straight edge. It's no longer a bracket when you're looking for the determinant. So this symbol, this straight lines indicate that you're already solving for the determinant. So to get the determinant, you just multiply this cross part, then you subtract the multiplication of the second cross part. That's this times this minus this times this. That's just all you do in determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix. So I brought it down in a simpler form. I said for a matrix A, B, C, D, instead of using A11, A12, A21, A22 here, I make use of different letters A, B, C, D. So I said when you have to find the determinant, you see I change the symbol here. This is the symbol for determinant. This indicates that you're already solving determinant. So you just say A times D minus B times C. So that's how to go about it. So let's take, for example, if you have to find the determinant of this one I'm about to write. If you have to find the determinant of, let's say, said if K is equal to 2, 5 minus 1, 3, find this. So it's exactly the same thing. This simply means, K is just the element you have here. Now when they say find, you see this symbol, it means find the determinant of the matrix K. K is a matrix. So when you have this symbol on it and they say you should find this, that means you should find the determinant of the matrix. So to do that, you just do what I said at first. So determinant of K, that's this, will just be 2 times 3 minus the remaining part is 5 times minus 1 or minus 1 times 5. It's so straightforward. That's 6 here. 2 times 3 is 6. Minus 1 times 5 is minus 5. So your answer will be 6 plus 5. Your answer will be 6 plus 5. Minus times minus give the plus 6 times 6 plus 5. That will give you 11. So the determinant of this matrix is 11. A very simple thing to deal with. So this is how to go about 2 by 2 matrix. Another example, so quick, just for adequate understanding. If you are to find the determinant of this matrix, so if you have to find the determinant of this matrix, so if you have a straight edge like this, it means you are finding the determinant. So you have to say 3 times minus 4 minus 5 times minus 2. So very straightforward. 5 times minus 2. So this will give you minus 12 here. Then this your minus will be here. 5 times minus 2 will give you a negative 10. So you have minus 12. Minus times minus will give you a plus 10. So that will be minus 2. The determinant of this matrix will be... Sorry, I didn't know the video wasn't... I didn't know I wasn't monitoring the screen. So 3 times minus 4 from here. Minus 5 times minus 2. So 3 times minus 4 give minus 12. The minus is still minus. 5 times minus 2 give minus 10. So minus 12. Minus times minus gave plus 10. Then minus 12 plus 10 is minus 2. So that's the determinant for this 2 by 2 matrix. The next video will be on 3 by 3 matrix.